Hey, what up y'all, IntraVenus here, back with another episode of P.O.L Game Review and Music. Today, I want to go over my favorite handheld to play Sega Dreamcast games. I don't know about you, but I grew up with the Sega Dreamcast. I got it when it came out, somewhere around that time. And I had several games. I played the heck out of this thing. Always loved it. Loved the way it whooshed up all slowly when you opened it. I loved the 4 controller ports. I always loved the size. It seemed so small and sleek for a game console at that time, especially a disc-based game console. And the controller was very unique indeed, especially the viewable window here for the visual memory unit, or the VMU. It was the first console to introduce analog triggers, as far as I'm aware. It had a very nice button layout, and it felt pretty comfortable.
We got her!
Now, here in the future, there is a really good way to play Sega Dreamcast without having to plug this into your TV.
On Sega Dreamcast, it's thinking.
Enter present day, and we have what I believe is the best creation from the company Anbernic to date. This is the Anbernic RG405V. Here we have Emulation Station running on it. And this is the most unique handheld that Anbernic has ever put out, in my opinion. They've done a lot of things, but this was it for me, and it played all the way up to PS2 games. That's great. Nowadays, I use the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro to play my PS2 games and GameCube and all of that. But this is my portable Dreamcast. Introducing the Dreamcast Boy. This thing plays every single Sega Dreamcast game that I've thrown at it, and they all look wonderful. If you've ever wanted to play Sega Dreamcast on the go, and you may have already tried, there are a lot of handhelds that take a shot at it, but none of them could really handle it and so well as the Anbernic RG405V. It even has some resemblance to the actual controller the Sega Dreamcast had. If you flip it over here, you'll notice these handles, so to speak, on the side. And these kind of, just a little bit, remind me of the bottom of the Sega Dreamcast controller. Unfortunately, it does not have analog triggers, but aside from that, this baby can do everything you would like it to as far as playing Sega Dreamcast games. Now you might be asking yourself, well, IntraVenus, where is the VMU, the visual memory unit? If you're going to be using a handheld Sega Dreamcast, you got to be able to see the VMU, right? Well, I have it personally set to the select button. But you can set it wherever you like. The point is, it's there, and you could take a peek at your little VMU screen at any time, and it displays what would correspond with the game that you're playing. The VMU always showed little sprites moving around, sometimes showed status for games. You could even pick your plays in certain sports games and hide it from your competitors. The VMU was great, but it's not that necessary, so you'll find yourself keeping it off most of the time. Sega Dreamcast has always had a soft spot in my heart, and it didn't have the strongest following as it could have. It was the last console that was released from Sega, and I really loved it. In fact, there were so many games that came out on it that I didn't get a chance to play as I got older. I ended up selling my Sega Dreamcast to a friend right before I moved to Colorado. I had like 20 games for it too. I loved that thing. But now I can play all those games on the go, and this is the most comfortable handheld as far as a vertical form factor that I have ever laid my hands on. It is just beautiful, actually, to look at, and it's comfortable to hold. It's the perfect size, in my opinion. And if you're wondering, let's go ahead and put it next to a Game Boy DMG. Alright, here we have the custom Game Boy DMG that I built recently, next to the Dreamcast Boy. They're pretty similar in size. Of course, this one's repping a ginormous screen. I wouldn't really want to play some Sega Dreamcast on this small screen. This is a beast. Putting them next to each other, side by side, aside from the top cutout indentation where you have your triggers and the flat screen, they are almost identical in width, actually. In fact, they're almost identical in size in general. You'll find that the Anbernic RG405V, or the Dreamcast Boy, is just slightly wider at the hips. There's a lot of things that I could say about the RG405V, but the fact is that this video is just to show you that I have found what I use personally as my portable Dreamcast and pretty much how I play Dreamcast now. I haven't hooked up my actual Dreamcast, which I showed you, in a while because I just like playing it this way, really. I'm on the go a lot. So before we get out of here, I'm going to show you some games being played on here, Dreamcast games being emulated, because I know that's what you want to see, and you'll get an idea of how well this thing plays. Check it out.
Drink Quita-Cola, the energizing drink with radioactive quanta extract. Quita-Cola, the drink for today's youth. Be cool, be dude. Drink Quita-Cola.
Hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi. That's about right.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go. this is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
Alright, y'all, there you have it. What do you think about the RG405V and its use as the ultimate Sega Dreamcast portable, or the Sega Dreamcast boy? I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this device, and if you have any suggestions of great Sega Dreamcast games to play. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really helps me out and it inspires me to make some more videos. And you know what? I think I'm gonna play some freaking Sega Dreamcast, yo. So, Taito! Peace out.
Childhood, we were all there together, and in denial would play like it was forever. And in the tall woods, we'd stay out of the weather like it was all good. Every day we made it for pleasure. We were saying whatever came to our minds, plain and simple like a tetherball reaching the sky. We were taking new heights on the swing while it was making us fly. Beat the king of the hill and everything will be fine.